But yes, our next event, April 10th, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern, is a historic event. That is the first ever Pop Expo Open.
Yep.
There are prizes to be given away thanks to our friends over at PopX.
Yeah.
And also, there are given away two tickets to Pop Expo that are taking place June 20, if I remember.
24th and 25th, I believe. Or 25th and 20, I think it's 24th to 26th.
It is June 24th, 5th, and 6th, yes.
Yeah.
At the Nepean Sportsplex.
Yep. It's going to be huge. 89.9's involved now. Proceeds of every ticket sale goes to CHIO. And another company just joined in, and they're going to match every dollar that gets donated.
Yes, we always want to help out the kids over at CHIO there too. So
for sure.
Especially if you are in the Ottawa, Ontario region, you definitely have been. If you haven't been, then you had a child that have been to CHIO or is going to CHIO on a regular basis.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right, Esper, and we have a couple of keeps and ready. Let's get ready to rock and roll. So
I like how they both are. So Zombie is saying that the card that is his All-Star today is Soren, and I am pretty convinced that the All-Star for the Golgari deck is Tybalt. And we're getting a response that the rule has changed since February 18th.
That he can't crew. That he can't crew with another vehicle.
And I'm pretty sure that was right before Kamigara came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would probably make sense, yes.
Yep. So thank you very much for thank you for letting us know.
10 minutes later.
Yes, and 10 minutes later.
Yes.
Previously, the vehicle that had become a creature was able to be tapped for its own crew ability. This rarely came up, and it doesn't make a lot of sense for a vehicle to crew itself. So the rules changed slightly to prevent that. Starting with Kamigara, Neon Dynasty, you must now tap another creature to crew a vehicle.
Okay, so he can't crew a vehicle. He can't have a vehicle crew a vehicle. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone who doesn't own a Tesla.
Yes.
But have you seen the gas prices? They're insane.
Yeah.
You know what's more insane? Chimneys.
Chimneys?
Yeah, they're through the roof. Yeah, I'll just show myself the door.
I really think this Kaido here on turn 3 is going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The thing I always ran into, and I didn't realize it until I read the card like 3 times, but I would go turn 4 Binding of the Old Gods and try and target Kaito, and I wasn't able to because it was phased out. And it was so frustrating, and then I would just fall behind in the card advantage, and it didn't matter that I was able to kill it on turn 5. Yeah.
But Kaido, mind you, Kaido into Soren
is amazing, and he should do that.
So it's going to draw a card no matter what. So that's going to determine if you do the Soren thing.
Yeah.
Mind you, if you didn't type, okay. Holding up mana, but also for Shadowing Verse. That's right.
So Guy Canada thinks Esper's going to win, and I think Esper's going to win as well.
Yeah. So I think this is what's going to... So they're going to bind the Old Gods here.
I can't even take a poll because the semifinals aren't over yet.
Yeah. But now...
Oh, on the
pay
chat?
2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Draw a card. They draw the Tomb Scour. Okay. Hit the land.
Ooh,
I think you check for traps.
Absolutely.
Yep. Main deck on the Esper side, and you have options. You can either Binding the Old Gods or this Massacre. But you know what? This Massacre is not going to do a whole lot against a 1/1.
Nope.
Mind you, late game,
Yes.
yes. If you play it down, yes, it's going to be a pain in the you know what. And now they have enough land. They can attack for 1 and pay, say go. Now they're on an 18 turn clock.
Hey man, just the fact that this thing can't be blocked once they play a creature is pretty awesome. It's forcing them to somehow get it off the battlefield and waste a resource.
Yes. Waste a Shadowing Verse. Waste a March of the Unworldly Light.
Something, anything. Massacre even.
A massacre for them, it'll be a massacre. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I think they may go Eye Witch into Massacre, get value.
Yeah.
Or a Trespasser here and just have a blocker. But mind you,
Yeah, the blocker doesn't do anything.
no, because it just does a 1/1 damage. So if they draw another Suzuki, then they're off to the races here at this point. So,
Yeah.
but they have their own Doom Scour too, which will definitely get rid of the 3/3. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
But seeing that they know what they have in their hand here, so.
I love how this deck just draws so much land. So much.
Yep.
So much.
Card advantage here.
Yeah.
But now they have enough they could tell. They're debating on either to foretell Doom Scour.
Now you could run a poll, babe.
All
Do they
right.
massacre here? Is it worth it? Like, you're only cleaning up 1/1s, right?
Yes. Which you have to clean. You have to get rid of. You have to do your Eye Witch. You have to do the Eye Witch thing anyway. So
Do you see what he's doing? He's gonna take back. Oh.
yeah, it's gonna take back the Suzuki before it gets
Taken away.
taken away.
That was pretty good. I like that.
So they did say let it happen. So this Meat Hood Massacre for 1 is going to clean up the rest of the damage here. So, but it's going to get rid of the Eye Witch. But but here's the thing: they have the March. They could play the March, bin the Doom Scours. Or how about we just play our own Massacre and then we're just going to have fun? I like that gameplay. But I think it's going to get Deadly Disputed here. So, yeah. Yeah, Deadly Dispute the 4/4. But seeing land, not the greatest, but...
No, not the greatest.
But I can definitely see either a Suzuki and Soren come into play. Or see a Soren and leave up a Vanishing Verse. Ooh. Now they can march this creature for 0. for this for one basically for 0. Mucho.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And they'll lose the mana. They'll lose the mana after the phase's end.
Yeah.
Have another trespasser. Yes, they're gonna lose the spider. But you know what's good with one verse?
Thank you very much for the final. The follow.
Thank you, Madness Pirate 83.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is Obi.
Oh, sweet.
Obi Jim Kenobi.
Man, I love Soren. This deck is just so good.
Soren doing Soren things.
Yeah, I
Now
really
Vanishing
like.
Verse.
Yeah, this is a great cast. A great
Yep. Get rid of
moment
the
okay.
get rid of the card that they didn't want, which is the one they drew. Now, Invoke Despair is going to get rid of
Everything?
Massacre everything except the creature
Aw, that's too
because it's an artifact and it's not turned into a creature.
Mm-hmm. Here's a good spot to play Kaito, I think.
Yep. Kaito and Verse at the same time.
Do you hit Verse against the Shambling Ghost or Meat Hook Massacre?
Well, you have both options here, so
I don't think you actually hit Meat Hook Massacre because we know he's got another one in hand,
yes.
so it's not really worth it.
No.
Shambling Ghost just gets him card advantage or
Mhm.
mana. I don't really think that's...
No, but I think they're just letting this go as just a just to test them a little bit here, but I think but knowing they have the expedition, that's why they're holding on to Doomscour.
Mm.
But getting rid of the Massacre here.
That's another Massacre.
Yep. So I think you just I think they're gonna attack in for one. They're gonna pump up Suzuki,
That's a
draw the
loaded-
card,
Oh, he
get
gets
their
his
own Massacre. And then they're gonna wipe the board clean and have enough for Shambling Verse.
Vanishing Verse?
Vanishing Verse, yes.
I like that. Unfortunately, with mascots, all of the creatures are colored, like dual colors. So
Yep.
Vanishing Verse really doesn't hit any of them.
But I
Does
think
hit
in this
Witch,
map,
though.
but I think the verse is hitting the Massacre, the Meat Hook. That's the main thing. So
Mm-hmm.
by getting your own Meat Hook Massacre,
I like it. I think it's a good spot to do it.
and you're and they're in the exact same spot where they want, which is a Vanishing Verse. They have enough mana for Vanishing Verse. They have to discard a card, which sucks because all 4 cards I would love to take.
Don't forget to
But I
get your
think-
vote in, Kilka Canada. And Sweet and Salty.
I can vote?
Yeah.
Oh, my vote, yeah. I don't know.
You have to go exclamation point vote and then exclamation point for the either Esper or Golgari.
Yeah. So much.
There we go.
Okay, well, this is not against you, zombie. I just need to be different than everybody else.
Sweet.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I like to be fair.
hmm
Oh. Love it.
Love it, I
Yes.
love it, I love it.
So we have another witch on the battlefield.
Oh.
Another
He'll
Suzuki.
stop hating me in 10 minutes when he hears me say that.
Well, I think the play is going to be Doom Scour the board. You get around the witch, and then they could, I think plus they don't need the portable hole at this point.
No. Is this a
But they
good
can-
spot to play the queen?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
queen and takedown.
Oh yeah, for sure. You want to start putting pressure on your opponent, right?
Yes. Now, mind you, if Millhouse does to draw into their one copy of Valky, they do have enough mana to boot.
Kill guy.
It's
Oh yeah, you did vote right.
yes, I did vote right.
Mm-hmm.
But they have enough. See, they can crew the 4/4 and deal damage for 16. Ooh, okay. Options. Either they can meet her massacre the board, which is going to grow the queen. And then they're going to despair. And then Zombie has choices to select a Planeswalker, which, Suzuki, because they have another one. Hey, you know what's good with one Suzuki? Two. So you can just go tick up, draw a card, lose a life. That becomes a 3/3. Doing this before they activate Suzuki. Now they can just crew.
I was gonna say, do you attack with the 3 or do you attack with the 4? You attack with the
You
4,
attack with the 4, yeah. And now you can plus it. Knew you were going to draw the land, play the land. Phases out, and there we go.
Sweet.
Now you have a Runestein. Gets a blood token. You can bind any of the old gods, get rid of the queen. Do you get rid of the queen or you get rid of the 4/4? That's your choice. They're going to go after the queen here. But now they could Soul Shatter, All-Star, activate the Hive, attack in for 3, watch your crew for what's better than attacking for 3, attacking for 4. 2-turn clock, plus it. That's a land, cool. And you have enough mana to Doom Scour the board. Oh boy, I think we're going to go right to game 2 here. If we don't see the right card off the top. That does help a little bit. So, but it's going to be the exact same play again. Crew that, attack for 7, down to 1. And then draw a card. Love drawing cards.
You ran out the pool because I misspelt it.
Oh no. Ooh, this ritual ain't gonna do nothing.
That's why my vote didn't count.
Yeah. Esper takes game 1. You're gonna have to put your vote in again, Pilkai Canada, because I misspelt the Golgari because I was trying to do it really, really quick. So it didn't go in the chat. So I had to redo it. And thank you very much, Sweet and Salty.
Trying to rig the votes here. Come on now.
Right?
I know. So the card that we didn't see in that game was Tybalt. And I think Tybalt would have been a very big difference. I also think it should be more than a 1-of in his deck.
Maybe 2.
Oh yeah, at least a minimum of 2.
Well,
The card is just so
list here.
powerful, right? And
Yeah.
if you can get it, if you can cast it in the late game, which he usually does,
Hmm.
it's so good.
Either way, thank you everyone who's tuned into the chat here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. thank
Next
you very
event will
much.
be taking place on April 10th, as we are going to be commentating the very first Pop Expo Open.
Mhm.
And of course, our next preliminary qualifier will be taking place at the end of April, on April 24th. We'll be in the midst of. We'll probably be talking about the new set and how it might affect standard and alchemy and historic and all the things.
And all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
Yes, thank you very much to everyone who's been part of the chat and part of the event today. It was a really good turnout today. Players are amazing. Games are good. Yeah, and the Pop X, I mean, it's going to be historic, which is, to me, very, very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching historic decks. They're just a lot more powerful. You can do more things. They're a lot leaner, a lot more streamlined, I guess is a good word to put it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Game. All right. So with Golgari on the play here, this is. I wouldn't say it's not keep, but unfortunately, no black mana. Hopefully, they can rip a swamp off the top here.
Hopefully. Nope.
Ooh, nope, not yet. The ball would go land go. They can use the Barju to say get rid of this bank buster. So they're debating on if they want to use it, because if they do, then they're going to ramp zombie, which he will definitely take this if he ramps it. But he does not. And this is very questionable keeping.
So he's going to do it now that he hasn't found his third land.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But knowing zombie, yes, he's going to take this all day.
For sure.
The only difference is he hasn't had his blue mana yet, so. But a reshuffle is not terrible. It's not the end of the world. And he has Shadow Reverse mana. All right, so there's the swamp, but it's tapped.
Not the end of the world.
Nope. But unfortunately, zombie has to discard 2 hand size.
It's good.
Mm-hmm. I think what probably will happen is that you'll probably see either a witch or a trespasser come down.
Just to maximize mana.
Maximize mana, and then it's going to be versed, and then that way you have enough. You don't have to worry about discarding the hand size. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. You have enough. You have enough verses anyway, so. Okay.
There's his,
that is land 4.
Everything he wanted, yeah. Not only did he get his 4th mana, but he got his white mana. His blue mana, I mean.
Yeah, this is blue mana, yep. Mm-hmm. But now that they can verse, they can march if they wanted to.
Or even play...
or play Emperor and then take down. But I think it's just clear. Let's clear this board. Let's not get enemy creature, but okay. Massacre. This is probably the better play. gain a life. You can say go. But Millhouse not seeing the land drops. It's going to hurt them a lot here on this turn. But mind you, they do have a Tangle Trap.
That's a good.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's going to accelerate their mana.
Yes. Now, if they attack in with this gas tier, you're definitely going to see this Emperor come down and tick down.
Do you though? Like, I mean,
or you take the one.
Yeah, like just take the one. It's not even worth it.
But
I mean, you can also just get a creature and block. Oh no, that's not as effective, I guess.
No, and also if you exile it, they don't get the
I was just
the trigger bell.
Yeah, it's the smarter play to exile it. It is only a 1/1, but they don't get the mana. They don't get the extra stuff. Oh, yeah.
But now they can march. They can actually march and get rid of this land drop. I think it's more of Zombie now knows that if he can, where the land drops are happening.
Yeah, keep him off his curve.
Keep him off the curve. And you see, Trespasser.
Sure beats Binding of the Old Gods, that's for sure.
Yep. So now they know they tapped out. They can play. Now they can play the Queen. Tick down. They can tick down the Queen, make 2/2/1/1s. And a 2/2. And they do not. They can't Cat Massacre. And once again, no land. That's what if they didn't. That was probably the right play to prioritize getting rid of the mana curve right there. So now they get rid of that. Now he has enough mana to discard a card, resolve. He'll discard, say, I see the Bank Buster at this point, or another Queen. Okay. So in response,
here is really good.
Yeah,
really, really good. Like it allows them to draw land.
And there's the forest right there. So
yeah. It's everything he needed.
Yep.
I still think he's behind too much, but like this is the kind of situation where a Binding of the Old Gods is not a good card to play. Because yes, it'll take care of Meat Hook Massacre or the Queen or the Emperor or a creature or the artifact. But like it's not enough to help you. It's not a catch-up card anymore.
Yeah, so now they're gonna. I would have probably done differently and did Meat Hook Massacre for 3 to wipe the board.
Yeah.
So now you could Binding the Old Gods, but then you get rid of what? The Massacre at this point? Massacre or one of the walkers?
I don't know.
At this point, you're pretty much almost behind the 8 ball, really.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot.
Yeah, I think it's probably the Spider is probably your better bet. But now here's your Legion. Get another Angel.
Yep.
Plus something else. So your Angel still lives. And I think Zombie may take this here. He can't Massacre. He can't. Actually, that's game. Actually, they could deal 5 to the Angel here.
With Tangle Trap?
Tangle Trap, yep.
Mm-hmm. It's a good play. Keeps them alive.
Oh, they're doing it before damage. Okay. block here, and then right before damage.
Good play. It's a good play.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's game right there.
Yeah. So had he had done it before the first trigger, it would have worked.
Yes, the same thing would have happened as the Emperor would have still come down on that turn, and Zombie takes it 2-0, and congratulations to Zombie.
Congratulations.